Have you ever felt like people don't notice you, even when you try your best to be present? Like you're in the room, but somehow invisible? If you're an introvert, you've probably experienced this a lot. You may not speak much. You may prefer your own space. You may not like small talk or being the center of attention. And that's completely okay. But what if I told you there's a hidden power inside you that can flip everything? A quiet, subtle hack that can make people feel drawn to you without you having to change who you are? There's a psychological trick used only by a small percentage of people that can shift your energy and change how people see you instantly. It's not about talking more. It's not about dressing up. It's not about pretending to be someone you're not. It's something called the ego reversal hack, and it works perfectly for introverts. When used correctly, it can make you quietly powerful, deeply attractive, and almost impossible to ignore. Let's start with this simple truth. Most people walk into a room thinking, what do they think of me? We worry about how others see us. We wonder if we're good enough, smart enough, good-looking enough, confident enough. This mindset puts us in a position of weakness. It tells our brain that we are being judged. This fear or nervousness makes us act small, avoid eye contact, and speak with less confidence. People around us can feel that. They may not know what's wrong, but they can sense the nervous energy. Now here's where the hack comes in. Instead of asking, what do they think of me? You ask, what do I think of them? This simple shift changes everything. It puts your mind in a different place. Now you're not the one being judged, you're the one doing the observing. This mental shift makes you feel in control. It makes your body language change without you even trying. You stand straighter, your eyes become steadier, your voice calmer. You become someone who doesn't need to impress anyone, and that, my friend, is extremely attractive. You see, most people are searching for validation. They want others to like them, accept them, praise them. But when someone walks in with calm energy, someone who does not look desperate for approval, people notice. That person becomes a mystery, and humans are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. That mystery becomes magnetic, and that magnetism is what makes you stand out. This ego hack does not make you arrogant. It does not make you rude. It makes you grounded. It keeps your focus inward instead of outward. When you no longer depend on others to feel good about yourself, you start to glow differently. You stop acting nervous. You start acting like someone who's just observing and enjoying life. And when you observe others instead of worrying about how they see you, something amazing happens. You take your power back. Let's look deeper. Why does this work so well, especially for introverts? It's because introverts already have strong internal worlds. They think deeply, feel deeply, and usually listen more than they speak. These are powerful traits. But without confidence, they often get buried. The ego reversal hack gives you that confidence. Not the loud kind, but the quiet kind that people respect. It's not about being loud or flashy, it's about being calm, sure, and steady. Think of the people you admire the most. Not the ones shouting for attention, but the ones who walk into a room and everyone turns to look, not because they're loud, but because they have presence. Presence is built on confidence, and confidence is built on how you see yourself, not how others see you. That's the heart of the ego reversal hack. You shift your attention from worrying about their judgment to focusing on your own opinion. You train your mind to ask, do I like this situation? Instead of, do they like me in this situation? That's a powerful shift. The more you use this mental tool, the stronger it gets. It becomes natural. You walk into a room with your head high, not because you want attention, but because you've trained your brain to value your own thoughts more than others' opinions. You stop feeling like you have to prove yourself. Instead, you feel like you're enough. And when you feel like you're enough, others start to feel it too. They sense your confidence. They want to know who you are. That's the beginning of real attraction. Now let's talk about how to practice this in real life. Start small. The next time you enter a room, whether it's a meeting, a social event, or even just a coffee shop, take a moment to breathe. In your mind, repeat this phrase, I am here to observe, not to impress. That's it. Say it quietly in your mind and feel the shift. Look around. Notice things. Focus on what you like or dislike about the space, the people, the energy. Be curious, not anxious. This puts you in control. When you talk to someone, don't try to get them to like you. Just listen. Notice their words. Think about your opinion of them. Let your mind evaluate the moment, instead of worrying about how they see you. You'll find that your responses become calmer, your posture more relaxed, your eye contact more natural, and without doing anything loud, you'll begin to stand out. Another great way to use this hack is in situations where you feel nervous, like public speaking, job interviews, or dates. Before the moment starts, remind yourself, I'm not here to get approval, I'm here to share my view and observe theirs. This changes your emotional state. Instead of feeling like you're being tested, you feel like you're just participating. That's when your real personality can shine. And let's not forget, this hack also protects your energy. As an introvert, social situations can be draining. But when you stop seeking validation and start focusing on your own thoughts, you use less energy trying to be someone you're not. You're not performing, you're just being. That's not only more powerful, it's also more peaceful. So what's really happening inside the brain when you do this? When you stop chasing approval, your stress levels drop. Cortisol, the stress hormone, goes down. Your body feels safer. Your breathing slows. Your posture becomes more open. Your tone of voice improves. People around you mirror your energy. You become the calmest person in the room, and that calmness feels attractive because it's rare. And remember, you don't need to talk more to be attractive. You don't need to change how you look. You just need to change where your attention goes. That's the heart of the ego reversal hack. Now, let's wrap this up. Introverts are not weak. They're not boring. They're not shy in the way people think. They just have a different kind of power, one that starts inside. When you learn to control your focus, when you train your brain to reverse the ego and observe instead of seeking attention, you unlock a deep kind of magnetism. People will be drawn to your quiet strength. They will listen more when you speak. They will feel curious around you. You will no longer feel invisible. You will feel powerful, and more importantly, you'll feel peaceful. So the next time you're in a room, remember this. You don't need to perform. You just need to observe. You don't need to be liked. You just need to like yourself. And you don't need approval. You need awareness. Try this ego hack for 1 week. Observe the shift. And then watch how the world begins to respond to the new energy you carry without you saying a single extra word. If this video gave you something valuable, something real, consider subscribing for more insights into psychology, presence, and personal power. Share this with someone who might need it, and remember, sometimes the quietest ones are the most powerful.